Begin.
Have you ever needed to give a speech? Well, of course you have. A lot of people know about the ever-popular trick. Just imagine the whole crowd in their underwear. Imagine this. You just had the worst dream of your life. The tables were turned. You were giving a speech. You tried to see the audience in their underwear. Then, bam, you look down and you realize that you're the one in your underwear. Although this is a hypothetical, it actually really relates to my issue. Whenever I play volleyball, I feel like the tables are turned. I'm sure all of you have seen spandex before. In reality, they're no more covering than underwear. So when I get a sweet kill on the floor, some of the fans aren't really worrying about my talents and my sweet kill. They're worried about what I'm wearing. The problem is that volleyball shorts and uniforms are getting way too small and tight. Jessica Gottlieb from her website, jessicagottlieb.com, is a mother very concerned about her daughter being exploited during volleyball. She blogged many valid points in 2012. If you type in volleyball shorts on Google Images, there are a handful of images that are not a close-up of an underage girl's backside. On November 9th, 2013, Update SC News posted an interview with several volleyball players, in which Caitlin Fierce said, "I hate the fact that a lot of people come to our volleyball games just because they want to look at girls' butts through spandex. The people who are generally looking don't realize that they're undermining these girls, and they don't realize that that could be their daughter one day. Yeah, they're poking and jabbing at their friends, and they think it's so funny, but one day that's going to be their daughter, and they're going to be the dad on the doorstep polishing the shotgun." Ryan Cron from the Swedes Law News did a report on a young girl named Anna Foster in 2009. She quit volleyball because of the spandex issue. Yes, she quit volleyball because of the spandex issue. The school contacted her about this problem. She eventually got the school to agree to an alternate short choice that players could choose if they were uncomfortable in the spandex. On the Jessica Gottlieb website, many comments from outraged parents proved really strong points to me. Parents were worried about their daughters' pictures being taken at the games. Now there's a very good example of this. Last week, we had a game at Fergus Falls, and the boys were taking pictures. They were trying to show them to us, like, I don't know where they went. Maybe they posted them on Twitter. I have no idea. But parents were also really concerned about many young men seeing their daughters during games and talking about them and gabbing about them to their friends. In January 2011, StatStat.com researched the reasons that girls wear volleyball shorts. Arguments that are commonly made are that it's easier to move in the spandex and it prevents false net calls. StatStat points out that men's volleyball players often wear shorts like soccer players or even basketball players, and they seemingly have no issues with the net calls. The problem may be that uniforms are provocative and way too short, but this problem is causing issues that girls are uncomfortable with their bodies. Amy Donaldson from DeseretNews.com spoke on this subject on November 3rd, 2008. Donaldson says, "I love volleyball. I just hate spandex. I love volleyball, but I just hate spandex." Does that make sense? There's a sport that you love very much, but you're so uncomfortable playing because the uniform is not suiting you correctly. She also says that she's really worried about young girls with really fine athletic bodies, but they're concerned about the way that they look in the spandex. Swedes Law News did a report on Anna Foster, and it shows that girls are giving up the sport they love because they're uncomfortable. Anna quit the sport because she refused to wear spandex and there was no other option for her. Anna returned to the sport after the comfortable option was provided for her. So this example shows that girls are getting serious about this and they're ready to take a stand. Other people might say spandex really aren't an issue. Yeah, players don't even see the problem, but I have yet to go to a volleyball game without seeing every single girl pulling on their spandex every single play, if not more than that. Sure, they keep false net calls at bay, but this issue seems to be only true for women. If it were true for everybody, then the men wouldn't be wearing the basketball shorts or the soccer shorts, and the argument would probably make sense if men had to wear spandex too, which I don't want to see that. We need to take care of the spandex issue for self-esteem by making it necessary for schools to have an alternate short choice for the players to wear. All high schools with the sport of volleyball must have a more modest short choice. It must be longer and looser fitting, and if this rule for schools is broken, they need to make the changes. They must either provide a new short choice within a month. They could also let the student wear what they prefer as an alternate short choice. And if neither of these changes are made, the school will need to be suspended from a number of games until the issue is resolved. This rule will be much more effective than what we are currently using. Currently, the majority of schools have no rules about the shorts for if you don't wear them, you are not in uniform, and you can't play. This new rule will give an opportunity for athletes who are concerned about modesty feel they can't play volleyball because of their uniform. Things will get worse if the new school rule is not followed. I think that schools will ultimately lose some really great athletes if this rule is not changed. Some athletes are getting fed up with this issue and want to quit volleyball even though they're being scouted by colleges. These athletes are losing a love for a sport because of the uniform, and if the new rule is followed, they will have a new option. If the rule is not followed, we will lose some top athletes in a really great sport. I need you to make this issue known. You can contact Michelle Meyer, the chairperson of our school board in Sartell. She can be contacted at 320-761-2000. Tell her our required school uniform in our sport of volleyball is becoming too inappropriate. Please make this issue realized in our schools. This will hopefully spread to other schools around the state and hopefully around the country if we take a stand right now.